New overnight, a double shooting leaves one person dead in the city of St. Louis. However, homicide statistics are down in the city. I'll take a deep dive into those stats.
A possible cyber attack on Missouri utilities. This morning, the warning and who's at risk.
Road to recovery.
Got it.
How the Jefferson County community is showing strength and support for an 18-year-old paralyzed on the job.
Showers around today and early tomorrow morning before we dry out, and our pattern not too bad as we head into the weekend. Temperatures cooling on down.
Bring the pooches to the pool where you can cool down with your dogs later today.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning, St. Louis. That's a look over there at Arnold, and you can see some spots on the camera. If you stayed up later than I did last night, because I go to bed like 4:30, I guess it rained overnight. It rained pretty hard too. Anthony's going to recap all of that for us momentarily. Right now, I'm just going to say good morning. It is Tuesday, September the 5th. I'm Renina.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Of course, we just want to say thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be catching us on 5+ this morning. Yeah, last night I was driving down the road, both hands on the wheel, because I was like, oh, this rain.
Boom.
Just whoosh, like that.
Yeah.
So it was,
came on in pretty good.
Rain
There
day.
is another round on the way today, so we're not completely out of the woods when it comes to rain. So keep the umbrellas handy, and you probably noticed from that shot, it's still dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, we talk about that each day.
right.
We lose a minute
That's right.
of daylight.
What is sunrise
minute
today?
and a half. About 6:30. Yeah. And the sunset closer to 7:30 now. So those daylight hours shortening up as we move towards fall. How many days? 18.
18.
Counting every day. Yeah. Although I will
Weather.
say, next week is going to feel a little bit like fall. We are watching a big cool down coming after Monday. So get ready, maybe dust off some of those sweaters and jackets. You may have to find some hoodies through the course of next week. You see the showers are still on the radar this morning. These are light showers down in Farmington, St. Genevieve, Bloomsdale. You still have some mist and drizzle over St. Louis as you saw from that Arnold shot. So we're not completely dry to start the day. The roads are damp in spots, but no heavy rain coming down. We'll have another round of showers this afternoon. Temperatures today in the mid-80s. All right, Paul Cook is back in the house after enjoying Labor Day off. Good to have you back, Paul. What's going on in the world of traffic?
Thank you, buddy. Yes, it was a great day. I went to the Creek Festival, and then all of a sudden, boom, it started raining. Really didn't dampen things, though. It was very, very nice out there. 64 at Ballas. We are moving very nicely here. And in fact, all over the roadways, you're not going to find many delays yet. But in that 7 o'clock hour and even the 8 o'clock hour, you know how we can really bog down. So we look here at the big map and really just tapping the brakes there as you're heading into downtown 70 eastbound at Broadway. Otherwise, life good on the roads, and we'll let you know when it isn't. More traffic, a few minutes away.
Thanks so much, Paul. Right now, St. Louis police are investigating a double shooting that left one person dead.
It happened late last night. Our Alex Fees is live for us this morning at police headquarters in downtown with what we're able to find out so far. Alex?
Rennie, those two people were shot not far from a YMCA in North St. Louis last night. Homicide detectives were dispatched here from the police department to that scene. Now, this happened shortly before midnight, about 11:45 on Page near Belt. Early reports describe two victims at that location, one deceased and the other conscious and breathing. Police have not released any details regarding the identity or ages of the victim or the circumstances surrounding that shooting. Our 5 on Your Side photojournalist saw one of the victims on the ground next to a bicycle last night. The scene is about a half a block away from that Y. Its parking lot was marked off by police tape. Now, according to our partners at the St. Louis American, homicide numbers are down in the city compared from last year. As of August 30th, St. Louis police reported 106 homicides this year. That's down from 136 last year at this time, resulting in a nearly 23% decrease. Mayor Tashara Jones attributes the decrease to, quote, an all-hands-on-deck strategy. She says it is our community violence intervention program. It's our cops and clinicians program with social workers and communities. She adds the city is also funding intervention programs in 11 of the area's most dangerous neighborhoods. Now, coming up at 6:30, we'll hear what the police chief, the new police chief, Robert Tracy, has to say about this decrease in homicides that happened on his watch. Live this morning, outside police headquarters, Alex Fees, 5 on Your Side.
Thanks so much, Alex. Over in North St. Louis County, a man is charged after a woman is found dead Monday morning in the yard of a Ferguson home on Blanding Drive. That woman's body was hidden under a wheelbarrow, wrapped in bed sheets and plastic. Prosecutors have now charged Rodney Hubbard with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. This morning, police have not released her name or a cause of death, but investigators did say that she suffered blunt force trauma to the back of her head and face. We just took a look at crime statistics in St. Louis City. So here are some in the county. According to our 5 on Your Side statistics, there have been 41 homicides so far this year. That is down drastically compared to this time last year, 135 homicides. In total, there have now been 86 shootings in the county in 2023.
This morning, the EPA is putting Missouri water and wastewater companies on high alert. The utilities could be targeted in a cyber attack. Our Sydney Stallworth is live for us this morning in Creve Coeur at Missouri American Water offices. And Sydney, what are the water companies doing this morning to defend themselves?
Well, Rennie, this morning, Missouri water and wastewater companies are being told to take a look at their cyber systems to spot any security holes. The EPA and the Missouri Department of Natural Resources sent out a warning statewide yesterday to these utility companies, telling them that there's a cyber group that could be on the attack looking to steal your information. So here's what we know so far about this alert that was sent out to the companies. The EPA reports the group Volt Typhoon is planning the phishing attack and looking to steal information using pre-installed tools and utility company systems. The EPA says utilities should make sure their security software is up to date, and the Missouri Department of Natural Resources echoed this warning. Now, the department says that companies should scan their networks for unusual IP addresses or other signs, block the IP addresses and user agents that are listed in that statewide alert I mentioned earlier, and look for any unusual activity from computers that may be accessing the system remotely. Now, the Department of Natural Resources also says this isn't exactly an unusual alert. It's actually the third warning that has been sent out so far this year. Now, they say if you come across any potential activity by Volt Typhoon, they're asking you to alert the FBI, and you can use their online internet crime reporting center to do that. And there's also a Missouri department that you can reach out to. It's the Missouri Information Analysis Center. The number is up on your screen. You can call 866-362-6422 to report any activity. In Creve Coeur, I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on Your Side.
Thanks so much, Sydney. In about 4 hours, you can shop for healthy foods for free in the Metro East. St. Louis Area Food Bank is hosting a grab-as-you-go style event today. From 10 to 11 this morning, you're going to be able to walk through a 28-foot trailer and choose the healthy foods that you need. It's going to be at the East Side Health District on North 20th in East St. Louis. Personal information is not required, and all are welcome, at least while supplies last. You all right over there, Anthony?
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I got to get ready to talk. I didn't know my mic was open yet. All right, let's do some weather. You know how it is when you wake up, first couple of talks, you're like, yeah,
I sound like my grandpa.
Maybe I'm the only one. Crickets. Okay. Well, let's do the weather, shall we? We have mostly cloudy skies around right now, and through the course of the day, we will have cloud cover. It still will be warm, still humid. Numbers will top out in the mid-80s, but we have more wet weather coming our way. Early afternoon, you see the showers in place, and then we'll have another round on the way tonight. We'll check the rest of the extended forecast. Some better weather on the way for the weekend. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
COVID is starting to spread across the region once again. The encouraging news scientists are discovering about this latest variant.
Have you seen this? Debate over gender reveal parties being reignited this morning after a deadly reveal in Mexico. More on this crash that was caught on camera.
The child still smiles. He's still so happy. And I'm just completely blown away by his strength.
Keeping a positive attitude after a life-changing incident, how a local teenager paralyzed on the job is getting an outpouring of support as he prepares to return home. And as we go to break, a live look at the Gateway Arch. Got a little sunlight coming up in the east there, but will it last all day? According to Anthony Slaughter, no, it won't. Eventually the sun will set. We're also expecting some showers this afternoon. We'll have more on that as we go out throughout the morning to time out your day.